Let's read some adventures from Magicaland. First, let's join Martha the Mermaid and her siblings Benjamin and Annabella as they discover some of Magicaland's most beautiful underwater creatures with Summer Magic Week. Today, I went on an adventure like no other. I went on a sea creature hunt with my sister and brother. The very first creatures we saw on our trip were cool-looking starfishes I dare wouldn't skip. There were so many arms on these little guys, and all of them were covered in spines. Annabella says these starfish were born forever to be known as Crown of Thorns. This leafy sea dragon in front of me has skin that sort of looks like seaweed. Its body's quite squiggly and also very long, and with the ability to camouflage, how could you go wrong? Just look at all these tentacles. Can you believe there are 8? The octopus is my favorite sea creature. I think they're just great. My brother Ben, on the other hand, has the nerve to think that they're not the best of creatures because of all their ink. What's the most adorable creature in the sea? Why, it's this little sea slug that looks like a bunny. They're so cute and fluffy, I could watch them for days. I hope that next Easter, they deliver the eggs. Let's see all the jellyfish. They're lighting up bright blue. It's such a beautiful light with a most wonderful hue. But this, I must tell you, is not at all fluorescence, because according to my sister, it's called bioluminescence. Look at this miniature mellow sea slug. In my hand, all nice and snugged. Look at the shell of this buddy of mine. It has a wicked cool design. Look at his skin. There are a lot of tiny little white spots. Look again for a minute or double, because it kind of looks like I'm holding a bubble. Our adventure was such fun. We really had a blast. But on our way back home, we had to swim super fast. A sea monster had been awakened and began to chase us 3. I won't tell you who woke him. Oh, all right. It was me. But other than this dangerous encounter, I really had a ball. I wish I could tell you which creature is best, but I can't, because I love them all. And now let's follow Fuchsia the Fairy in a wonderfully whimsical adventure filled with lots of surprises in Whimsical Week. Welcome to Magicaland. It's a whimsical, mystical place. It's full of wonder and charm that will put a smile on your face. My name is Fuchsia. I'm a fairy with wings as sparkly as jewels. My favorite spot in Magicaland is my polka-dotted toadstool. I come here to relax. I come here to play. I come here during the night, and I come here during the day. Yes, my little toadstool is my favorite piece of fungi, where I can kick up my heels and look up at the clouds in the sky. Most of the time, the clouds in the sky are fluffy and white, but sometimes they turn gray, and then with all their might, they strike down rainbow lightning, and rain begins to fall. These raindrops look ginormous to a fairy oh so small. I flew away from my favorite spot to look for cover. I managed to find a bottle that I could hide right under. Inside the bottle, I had soon discovered a message inside that needed to be recovered. The note was from my best friend Martha, friend to all who flies. She told me to come straight over for a super special surprise. When I arrived at Magicaland Lake, where Martha lives below, she gave me my special surprise. And what was I bestowed? Why, a tiny little crown and a tiny little staff. A tiny little royal mantle to place upon my back. Tiny little gold coins spread upon the ground, so shiny and golden, and also quite round. Martha took a deep breath, and then she proclaimed, "Presenting the Queen of Fun for the day." The rain soon stopped, and the moon lit a glow. It caused a sparkling shimmer on the path down below. Martha said, "Look across the way for something grand." Then I saw colorful glowing lights coming towards where I stand. The light came from my fairy friends, who gave me an even bigger surprise. A cake that was so big I couldn't believe my eyes. My sister Holly flew over to me and said with such delight, "Surprise, dear sister, let's party all night." So off we did fly, up to the stardust-filled sky, to party all night wherever we took flight. Today was a perfectly whimsically kind of day. Magicaland is the place where I want to stay. The end.